Hello, this is part two of what I was just making, but it died, so I'm probably just gonna be uploading this clip if you're watching it. But we're gonna go ahead and restart from the top since we failed to make the other clip not die due to storage. But first, again, I wanted to thank all of the people that have been supporting the channel. It means a lot to me. This has always been something I really wanted to do, and with 105 subscribers, that's turning into a reality I'm starting to see in the future. That's something I'm actually starting to really think about. Like, I'm actually considering YouTube, but obviously I have a little bit of ways to go before I get there. But there was a topic I was talking about, and it was fake friends. I wanted to talk about this more seriously. And even though my channel isn't one of those motivation channels, one of those I'm gonna give my 2 cents on this is stupid, or one of those you should cut off all your friends because they're stupid type channels. I don't believe in any of that. But I will go ahead and say there's some friends out there that are not going to care for your well-being. There's going to be some friends out there that just care how you look. They're going to judge you on how you talk. They're always going to want to see you fall and lose. You won't even know if they're your friend half of the times. And again, this is not an attack on anybody that I know in real life. Like, please don't take this as an attack if you know me in real life, because I can guarantee you, all my friends and me, we keep pretty good connection. But getting into the actual part of this video, so if you're sensitive to the topic of fake friends, I'd probably consider watching one of my cringy, corny videos. Obviously, I post one like every freaking week. I'm not that consistent, don't worry. But fake friends. This is the topic I wanted to address for a while because it's important to prioritize things when you're young. I personally am a 14-year-old who's doing YouTube to try to make some sort of name out of it. I like YouTube, I like people, but I don't like a lot of people. I like seeing a fan base. I like seeing people that are like me. I don't consider myself any higher than anybody watching this video. I don't consider myself any lower either. I think everybody should be treated with equal respect, and that's what we're going to be diving into now. Fake friends. It's not worth keeping them. I hate to say it. To come out and just say that, it hurts to hear, because it's hard to cut off people that are your friends. It's something that doesn't sit right if you have that sort of connection. I can't just cut off this person. We're friends. Obviously, we're going to have some sort of connection. Why would I just cut off a friend? Even if they're a fake friend, like, just give me some sort of, like, at least I have somebody to talk to. But reality is, in the long run, you're going to lose that person for the most part anyways. They're going to keep hurting and emotionally abusing you. Fake friends don't want to see you win. They want to watch you fall, and they get joy out of that. They get joy out of seeing you not reach your hopes and aspirations. They see dopamine that you don't have. They don't see you as a person. They see you as just some random person that's just gonna shoot for the dreams. And every single time you fail, they're gonna be the one person that says, oh, I always knew that. And if you succeed, they'll be that one person that's like, oh, you know me, we homies, right? Like, we chill like that. The reality is, no matter how big you are, if you have any sort of name, people are gonna act different with you. And it's very important to determining not having these people on your side or having them on your side. The difference between a real friend and a fake friend is that a real friend, you feel like you can be yourself around them. You're not limiting your creativity. You're not limiting how you think around them. You're not limiting what you say. You're not putting a filter on yourself to do something with somebody that you feel is like yourself. We all crave a connection being humans. We all want to talk to somebody, but we all want it to be like us. We all want to talk to somebody like us, because whenever you're talking to somebody completely different, it's like taking Skyrim and comparing it to Slime Rancher. You can probably sniff out a few things, but if they're not like you, usually statistically, the relationship is pretty awkward and boring for the most part. I'm getting off a little bit off topic. fake friends will just bring you down. It's like tying 2 dumbbells to your feet and then having yourself in the water. But you have the key right here. The key's in your hand. But it's stuck in your fingertips. It's almost slippery. It's hard to just grab it, put it to your cuffs, release yourself, and you're free. And that's what I understand. I understand that you can't just cut off somebody that you're close to. You can't just, boom, okay, he's out of my life, I can be happier now. But with fake friends, you should always, it's not something I can put into words, but they're gonna, if you're in school, let's go to school with fake friends, okay? If you're in school, they're gonna waste your time, they're gonna waste any sort of thing that you have. They're always going to say that you owe them. They're always going to want to watch you bring them down. I don't know if you have any of these type of fake friends. They're always going to be toxic. They're always going to pretend that they care about you. They're always going to pretend like whatever you're doing is so cool. But the moment it fails, it's like, I never liked that in the beginning anyways. And it's like, well, you were there the entire time. They want you, particularly for a reason that most people don't know. They want you to be their friend because, I don't know, maybe they don't have friends, or maybe they need somebody to pretend to be friends with them so they don't look alone. But in the long run, again, these people aren't going to help you. If you're looking for a future and you can't decide what you want to go to, having these people is like a parasite leached into your veins. They're just going to keep taking and taking and taking, and then you're going to get out, and you're going to realize that you could have taken all that time that you gave them and just and the problem is cutting off that person. There's a lot of people who are scared to do it. There's a lot of people that don't feel like they have the mentality to do it. There's a lot of people that are just too connected to just let go of somebody that they don't feel is helping them and benefiting them. And I don't know how it is for adults. Again, like I said, I'm just a 14-year-old who likes to make content. But for in school, if you're in 6th, 7th, and 8th, I would say those are the years where you start thinking that you have really close friends. Those are the years that you're like, oh, I got the homies. And then sometimes you'll slack off on your grades. You won't care about your future. And I know I sound like a nerd when I'm talking about grades, like, oh, you need good grades, you need an A and a B. No, what I'm saying is nobody thinks about their future until it's too late. It's just a constant, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. If I'm saying like, oh, I want to do a push-up, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. You're not gonna do it tomorrow. If you just keep off-putting things and you don't force yourself to have that motivation, just forced motivation, then you're never going to do it. You're never going to cut off that person. You're never going to find what you want to be. You're just going to carry that person to success as they leech off of your veins as before. You're just giving them what they want. You're just giving them constant entertainment from watching you fail, and they're just leeching off your motivation and happiness because they can't find any of their own. And if you're in your freshman, junior, sophomore, I put that incorrectly, freshman, sophomore, junior, or senior year, there's something that's coming up. And that's that you're no longer going to be a kid whenever you get out of your senior year. You're going to be an adult. You're either going to know how to drive. You might live in New York. Maybe you get around public transit. How are you going to pay for that? How are you going to, where's your job going to be? What do you aspire to be? What is your dream? What do you want to be when you grow up? And if you ask that to people, they'll sit down and they'll think for a while. They'll sit there and they'll be like, maybe I want to be this when I grow up. And that is the rawest form. Personally, that is the rawest thing somebody can give you. I want to be a vet when I grow up. I want to be a police officer when I grow up. I want to help people. That right there is your core. And I would never ditch a core over somebody who never wants to see you succeed. You're giving away your future. You're not, if you're keeping this person around and they're bringing you down, sometimes it's best to just rip off the Band-Aid. Sometimes you're gonna have to. Otherwise, you'll never be what you want to be. And again, like I said, I'm 14. What do I know about all this? But I'm just gonna say, in your freshman year, most people are like, oh, I don't need to have good grades. I mean, but if you start slacking off, if you just start not giving a crap, if you're just not putting effort into anything, what you want to be is not going to matter, because it's not going to line up with what you've worked for. If you want to be an officer, then you're going to have to start moving towards that way. If you want to be a scientist, you're going to have to start taking more biology classes. If you want to be a mathematician, you're going to have to start doing more math. And if you're not good in that, it's unrealistic. And you're never going to be who you want to be. If you want to be any of those, you're never going to be them if you can't chase it. And the moral of the story here is, don't keep fake friends. Sometimes you need to put discipline over motivation. You need to take the red pill. It's the simple option. Take the fake friend and continue trying to live like this, trying to keep this person in your life just because you're too afraid to lose them. You don't want to lose them. You're too scared to lose them. But then you have the blue pill. Cut them off. See what you can't do with your life. Start chasing your dreams. Start doing something, because what I will say is that I've listened to many people. Crap, look at this. I listened to this person right here. Nathan, I listened to Nathan, okay? There's some real big crap out there that people don't understand. People chase fame, but they don't know what they want to do whenever they get to the top. They get to the top, they realize there's nothing for them, and they don't know what to do after that. They're just, now they chase money, they chase girls, they chase guys, they just do it because they can't find out what they want anymore. If you're too low, you're never gonna get the motivation to reach up. You're never gonna chase. You can't never settle for less, but never try to aim for more that you don't need. You just have to set your eyes on the goal. And fake friends, they don't want you to reach that. So, respectfully, coming from Don, even though that's not a name that you're probably going to remember, it's better just to leave. And if you want to be something in the future, you're going to have discipline. You're going to have to set your goal on something. There's no, I'm going to do it tomorrow. There's no, well, this happened. The past is already gone. You can't get that back. You can't go in the past and redeem what you've already done. You have to accept that. But you also can't predict the future. When you get called to the office, you don't know if you're getting called for being a witness or if you're the one in trouble. You have to wait till you get there. Whenever you overthink, you're building up anxiety, you're building up stress, when in reality, you should live in the present. You should always learn that there's no time like now. If you want to be strong, work out. Don't procrastinate, work out. If you have fake friends that want to just leech on you, cut them off. If your grades are bad, take some time and actually focus on your grades. There's things in life that I'm not going to be able to explain to you. I'm, again, 14 years old, and I'm not that wise. I've done a lot of stupid things myself, but I will tell you right now, one of the stupid things that I have not done was choose my friends. Because your allies are the ones closest to you. And if one of those people have a knife and you don't trust them, maybe it's time to let them go. Coming from Dawn Before Noon, I'm going to get some water and I'll make another one of these. Out.